This dry, desolate riverbed is the casualty of a major drought. A lone Gastonia walks with his head hovering above the ground. He's trying to sniff out water for survival. His vision is poor, so his entourage of pterosaurs acts as lookouts for predators.
His incredible sense of smell tells him there's water just underneath the soil. Using his front legs, the little Gastonia begins to dig. It won't take much to get to the water below. On full alert are his lookouts, the small pterosaurs.
Gastonia finds a promising spot and begins digging. If he can smell water, it can't be more than a foot deep. But Utahraptor is searching for sustenance too.
Utahraptor has been using the riverbed to hunt for dead and dying animals. He's been relegated to scavenging. There's not a lot of living things. This Utahraptor has got to find food. Dead prey is fine, but the nutritional value of something that's died is much less than the nutritional value of fresh meat. This animal is a machine. You've got to keep the machine fueled. He's got to find fresh kill. His sense of smell is just as acute as Gastonia's.
Utahraptor prefers to ambush his prey. Chasing and fighting for his meals uses up precious energy. It also risks injury. The drought has driven him out of his favorite hunting grounds, but he will still try to use surprise as a weapon whenever he can.
If he can come in quiet enough, he can reach underneath and rip the insides of the Gastonia open. But the Gastonia's lookouts are on full alert. They spot the raptor long before the raptor has a chance to run in.
The pterosaurs can see every bit as well as the raptor, making them a potent alarm system.
His poor eyesight doesn't spot the Utahraptor, but a sense of smell does. He's able to smell the direction the Utahraptor is coming from, so he turns broadside to his attacker.
Gastonia has no claws on his feet, and his teeth are blunt. His only weapon is his massive tail scissors.
The little Gastonia begins to swish his tail from side to side. The spikes that stick out from the side are very similar to the teeth on a chainsaw. If that Utahraptor gets too close, he could have a nasty, nasty surprise.
Utahraptor will usually grasp its prey with its arms and use its heavy-duty leg claws to slash at its victim. But his claws will not penetrate armor as thick as the Gastonia's. With food scarce, both dinosaurs must also conserve energy. The slow-moving Gastonia could go a week without eating. A faster raptor has a higher metabolism. He would have a hard time going more than 3 days. This is the disadvantage of great size. It requires a great deal of food for fuel.
As the Utahraptor closes in, the Gastonia is going to mirror every move. No matter which direction he comes from, the little Gastonia is going to shift sideways, making sure that his flanks are protected.
The normally agile Utahraptor is handicapped on the sandy surface of the dry creek bed. His long clawed feet are better designed for hard surfaces. He's used to the forest, where the earth is packed hard and the trees provide cover. The Gastonia's rounded feet give him more stability maneuvering on the soft sand. When you pit Gastonia against Utahraptor, Utahraptor is much taller, but that's of no value when the little guy you're attacking has pincushions sticking out of his back. You're not going to jump on his back. Height has no advantage in fighting a foe like Gastonia. In fact, it's a disadvantage. You want to get lower than it can squat so you can get up underneath it to launch an attack. Utahraptor knows there's a couple of places on Gastonia's body that are not protected. The underside of its legs, its underbelly, and even underneath the base of the tail. Those are the areas that he's going to focus on when he tries to launch his attack. The Utahraptor
Utahraptor can jump an astounding 15 feet in the air.
The Utahraptor, landing on the other side of Gastonia, quickly whirls around, reaches down with his claw, and inflicts a very deep cut into the side of the little Gastonia. The Gastonia roars in pain and tries to maneuver his tail back into position, but the Utahraptor has leaped aside. The Utahraptor recognizes that if it can only inflict a couple of more injuries, the little Gastonia will slowly bleed to death.
The Gastonia isn't smart enough to form strategy.
The little Gastonia's brain is not very large, but at least it's big enough to know to learn quickly how to defend itself against this new form of attack. The Utahraptor jumps his body once again, but little Gastonia is ready. This time he swings his flanks towards the Utahraptor. The Utahraptor spins to attack, and he steps directly into the very spot that the Gastonia's tail and armor comes together.
Gastonia's prehistoric scissors would be powerful enough to cut a wooden baseball bat with ease. The Gastonia's limited brain focuses on only one thing at a time. Now it's water. Utahraptor has terrific vision, sharper than any humans. The Utahraptor is as smart as a falcon or an eagle. It doesn't just react to its environment. It can plan ahead. And now it forms a bold new plan of attack.